going on, guys? It's me, Dan from DanCarFilms here. Welcome back to another episode of Madden 17. Today, we are going to be doing the off-season, the year one off-season. So, yeah, we did miss the playoffs. We tied with the Buccaneers, but somehow they got the tiebreaker and made it to the playoffs. So, right here, we don't really have to resign any of our staff. As you can see, McAdoo, York, and the other guy, they are all good for, the next couple years, so that's good. Right here, you can take a look. Matt is the Jacksonville Jaguars, by the way, so he won 41-34 against Baltimore. Then you got Tampa Bay beating Seattle, Kansas City beating Indianapolis, and Green Bay destroying Atlanta. So that is going to be the wild card right here. You can take a look at the divisional matchups: Chiefs at Patriots, Buccaneers at Cowboys, Jaguars at Bengals, and Packers at Panthers. All of those look like pretty good games. We can take a look at the coaches that are gone. Chip Kelly, Jeff Fisher, and Mike Mularkey are all fired. Then if we go to the... okay, so the Jaguars and Patriots advanced, and New England beat the Jaguars. So then it's the Cowboys and Panthers. Right here, the Pro Bowl. We got Eli Manning. I'm just going to take a look at our players that made it. You got Beckham, obviously, had the greatest season in NFL history. So, I mean, he just played so well. I cannot find many people right there. We got Griffin, Nada. Somehow Nada made it. That's a little bit surprising. Julius Peppers made it. Good for him. He's getting old. It's just always cool to see a player like that continue to dominate. And I only saw two people, Manning and Beckham. So let's take a look at the playoff schedule. It is going to be the Patriots at Cowboys, and I'm going to spoil the ending because I forgot to record the score. The Patriots win their 5th Super Bowl in 16 years. Tom Brady goes out on top right there. We're going to take a look at retirees. Ben Grubbs on the Bills, Vincent Jackson on the Bucks, the kicker for the Cardinals, Antonio Gates, Andy Reid. That's surprising a little bit. Robert Mathis, Adam Vinatieri, one of the greatest kickers of all time. Romo's gone. Billy Cundiff, Cameron Wake, both gone. Jason Peters, that's a little bit surprising. No one here. Josh Brown for our team. The Giants have lost Josh Brown to retiration. I don't know what I'm trying to say. No one on the Jaguars retired. No one on the Jets. No one on the Lions. Julius Peppers goes out with a Pro Bowl season. Good for him, and a pretty deep playoff run. Tom Brady's gone. Donald Penn is gone. But yeah, Devin Hester, Terrell Suggs, what the frick is wrong with me? And Steve Smith Sr. But Brady goes out with a 5th ring, and that's just so cool to see. Roman Harper, I didn't even know he was on the Saints. He's gone. James Harrison is gone. Shane Leckler is gone. Andre Johnson retires. Chad Greenway's gone, and so is Joe Berger. So, yeah, the Patriots win the Super Bowl. They beat the Cowboys. Matt said it was something like a blowout, but we're going to take a look at the re-sign stage right here. Jason Pierre-Paul, Larry Donnell, and Leon Hall are our top 3 guys that I would like to have re-sign. And we're just going to sort of eliminate the, not trash, but the unneeded players. Hakeem Nicks, 29 years old. I'm not paying him that much money. I'm not paying him $12.7 million. That's just not worth it at all. We're not bringing back Will Beatty. He's 32. No potential. He's pretty much done. Marshall Newhouse had a terrible season, so he's going to be gone. Mario Manningham, just like Hakeem Nicks, he's even older than Nicks, so he's definitely gone. Then we got Keenan Robinson. I'd like to bring Robinson back, actually, but John Jerry, oh my God, he had a terrible season along with Marshall Newhouse, so he's gone. Bobby Rainey, honestly, I want to give this guy a chance to go play on another team. Yeah, right here, I'm going to get rid of him. It's just... I thought long and hard about this. He should just go to another team. He's like towards the end of his prime, so I'd like him to continue his career somewhere else, and that's just realistically what would happen. Right here, we're definitely going to get rid of Matt Lacoste. He's only 24 years old, but he's a 64 overall, and that's simply not good enough. But we can't really get rid of him because it has the franchise tag option. Right here, we're going to get rid of Josh Johnson, who had 1 pass for an interception. Right here, we're going to try to sign Jason Pierre-Paul to a 3-year deal. Look how much money we are giving him. It is $28.9 million, and he wants a 4-year deal for $35 million. So, it should proportion out, but he's not interested in signing, so it doesn't matter how much money I gave him. He would just simply choose not to play with us, and that is unfortunate. Alright, so far the franchise tag is definitely going to him. We're trying to get Larry Donnell back over a 3-year deal, $15.5 million. He had a solid season for us. He's 28 years old in his prime, but he wants to test out free agency, and that hurts a little bit. Leon Hall now, he wants a lot of money for being a 4th string corner. He is a 76 overall, and he says he'd like to play for a new team next year. So those 3 guys I said we need to sign are not signed. Right here, a 7-year deal for Paul Perkins, and you will see in a little bit why I'm doing this. $26 million over 7 years, and this is going to be a huge steal in my opinion. Dylan Farrell, excuse me, and Ryan Seymour, we're going to get both of them back. They're in their prime. You know, why not just have 2 backup linemen? We're trying to get Keenan Robinson back. I'd like to have him back there as the backup linebacker because BJ Goodson really simply is not that good enough, but he denies our offer too, so it is very painful resigning stage. Trevin Wade, again, another guy that just does not want to play for us. We're actually going to get rid of Mark Herzlich right here. It's just simply unneeded, 30 years old, 68 overall. He's not going anywhere. Seymour, he is 23 years old, but he's a 66 overall. And, yeah, he'd be a good practice squad member like he was for a little bit in Buffalo, but I'm simply not having it. We also get rid of Shane McDermott. Just simply not good enough to be a backup, even. And now we get rid of David Mala. And now Ryan Nassib, we are going to sign him. He's a 63 overall, but I signed him to a very minimal contract. Right here, 1-year deal for $10.4 million for Jason Pierre-Paul as we use the franchise tag because we need him back. We need Vernon and Jason Pierre-Paul on the edges just destroying people. And we can take a look at the roster here. Manning, Nassib, Vereen, Jennings, Perkins. You can see Jennings declined greatly. That's why we gave Perkins that big deal. We got Will Johnson, Beckham, Cruz, Shepard, Harris, Davis, and Lewis. Also Will Tye, Jarrell Adams, and Matt Lacoste. Eric Flowers, Justin Pugh, Ryan Seymour, Weston Richburg there at center, Dylan Farrell, Bobby Hart, Al Bond. I don't even know who that is. I've never even heard of Al Bond. Jason Pierre-Paul, Gary Wynn, Romeo Aguara, Olivier Vernon, Anthony Zettel from Penn State, Awa, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, and Xavier Dixon, Harrison, Hankins, Bromley, and Hooks. Kennard there at linebacker, who still has yet to grow. BJ Goodson, JT Thomas, Jonathan Casillas, excuse me, Petaway. Then we also got Janoris Jenkins. Oh, I really quickly skipped through that. All right, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just skipping through all of it. But yeah, we got some people there in the secondary. Now in free agency, Chance Warmack would be a nice piece to bring in, but there's 10 bids on him, and I don't want to lose too much money to right guard, considering I'm probably going to focus on that in the draft. Right here, Willie Snead would be a nice pickup, along with Marcus Wheaton, but we're not going to go after any of them because we already have Beckham, Shepard, and Cruz, so it would just be a little bit unnecessary to get that. Not great offensive lineman there. Benny Logan would be a great addition to this team, you know, from the Eagles. I think he would be very, very good. Carlos Dansby, too. He's 35 years old, but he's an 81 overall. I feel like he'd help us out there at linebacker, considering we are very weak because we lost Keenan Robinson. We need a kicker, too, because, remember, Josh Brown retired, so keep that in mind. Right here, we're going to go after Daryl Smith, 79 overall, 35 years old. A little bit worse than... what's-his-face. Anyway, we're going to sign Matt Prater, too. Rashad Jennings is gone for a 4th-round draft pick. Oh, my God, lightning-fast editing. But, yeah, Daryl Smith is worse than Carlos Dansby. But, yeah, right there we trade Rashad Jennings. He was too old. He's declining. He's a 77 overall, just simply not good enough. We're also going to sign Captain Munnerlin right here. Great tackler, great corner to add depth to this defense so we can come out man-to-man a little bit more. We're also going to trade a crap ton for Shaq Thompson of the Panthers. He will develop quickly, as it says right there in the trade, and we give up a lot for him. We're also going to make a deal here for Leon Hall to try to get him back, just that added depth at corner. Just go man-to-man the entire time. And you can see right there, Patterson accepted, which I don't think I showed signing him. Daryl Smith and Leon Hall all accept their offers. Right here, K'Wan Alexander, we're going to give up Patterson and Smith for K'Wan Alexander and a draft pick. So we're giving up a lot of players for 2 linebackers that I feel like can really be game changers. Right here, we're going to take a look at the draft class. Robbie Marler and Lynn Culver are 2 guys that I am really looking at, and if we can't get either one of them, I'm going to be drafting Michael Winters. We also have a backup option as a left tackle. That is pretty good that we can switch him over to right tackle. Brandon Cota, he is my #1 guy, and also Wesley Chung. Both of these guys look really, really good. Chung we can hopefully get in the 7th round when the time comes. And yeah, Brandon Cota and the right tackle, I forget his name, but hopefully they will do good. Right here, Kane Winters, we need a tight end. He has great stats, great physical ability. But Nolan Meyer, the guy in the 5th round, that is who I am really looking at. Back to free agency, let's take a look at everyone. I'm not going to read all of that. You can just simply go through. Warmack actually signed with Matt, so he's giving up a lot of money. Benny Logan goes over to the Cowboys with Thornton. So now the 2 Eagles defensive tackles go over to Dallas. That's just insane. You see Garcon resigns back with, or not Garcon, Marcus Wheaton signs back with the Steelers. And then not much here. Mingo goes to the Buccaneers, so I don't really feel too bad taking away K'Wan Alexander considering they have Mingo. Now here in the 2016 NFL Draft with the 1st overall pick, the San Francisco 49ers select a quarterback. They are done in the Kaepernick era and the Blaine Gabbert era. They go after a quarterback. Not that surprising, to be honest with you. They were the worst team in the league, and normally when that happens, you need a quarterback. Next up, we have the Browns, and the Browns actually go left end. That is a little bit surprising. They did sign Ryan Fitzpatrick in free agency, though, so you can maybe understand that they don't really need a quarterback. They're trying to build up their defense with a 2nd overall pick. They get a left tackle. Right here, the Titans have 2 picks in the top 8 at 3 and 7. They get a strong safety. The Bears get a left tackle to protect Jay Cutler. They're still going with Cutler. That's a little bit surprising. I don't really think he's that good. I don't think anyone thinks he's that good. And the Bills go after a middle linebacker, another linebacker drafted by the Bills. The Bills, they get all the linebackers in the league. You also got a corner going to the Saints. That's desperately what they needed, a better secondary there. And then the Titans actually go after a left outside linebacker. So they get a strong safety, left outside linebacker. They're focusing on defense. A lot of defensive players going here. And now with the Houstons, with the the Broncos get a right end. The Texans get another corner. So it's been very defensive so far. The Lions are going to go ahead and get a wide receiver, Thurman. I'm not too sure if he's good or not. Defensive tackle there goes to the Vikings, even though they already have Linval Joseph and Sharif Floyd. Not sure about that logic, but hey, you can never have too much depth. The Dolphins take a right outside linebacker. Jets take a quarterback. Steelers take a left tackle. Browns take a safety, so they're really focusing on defense there. The Browns are. The Chargers get a left guard, and I feel like they wasted that pick right there. They need to get more talent than just a left guard. Right here, the Cardinals, who do they select? And they're gonna get Culver. And hopefully the Redskins do not take the man I want. Please don't take him. Robbie Marler, please do not go to the Redskins. And me and Matt were, because Matt wanted a right tackle, and I told him I was going to be taking one. So now there's really none left over for him. And that's right, the Redskins take a wide receiver. And now we're going to review our offers real quick. The only one that I'll accept is 2 first-round picks next year, or 2 first-round picks this year. Or just two first-round picks overall, but there's really no offers that I like. So now we are going to go in here, and we are going to go all the way over to right tackle. We're going to select Robbie Marler. Great stats. His pass blocking is a little bit low. His impact blocking is a little bit low, but we're going to give this guy a chance. He's 22 years old, 6'5", 306 pounds, and he looks really, really good. And he is a 73 overall. With quick development, he is ranked 50 in true talent, and we got him at 20. Great job there. I think he'll be a great player. Replace Marshall Newhouse. Now all we need is Brandon Cota there at guard, and we got our line complete. And now we're going to send him all the way up to my next pick. And Brandon Cota was not picked, so we're going to go right after him. He has very good stats, and hopefully he can be something great. He's 23 years old, 313 pounds, 6'3". He's a run blocker, and we get him at a 72 overall, but he has normal development. That is fine. He's ranked 39th in true talent, and we got him at 52. So I am okay with that. I'm sorry, I'm sick a little bit, so sorry about the sniffing. But yeah, hopefully he can replace John Jerry, and hopefully the right side of our offensive line is just solidified now with these 2 great players. Yeah, just great stats right there. Hopefully we can build up the pass blocking, but overall he's been pretty good. Right there, Winters goes right before us, the tight end, one of the tight ends we were looking at. And now Nolan Meyer, we are going to get him. He's a 74 overall with quick development. He's 15th in true talent, and just look at his stats. 84 speed. His blocking isn't really that great. He's quick acceleration, pretty good catch in traffic. A great spectacular catch. Yeah, he is going to build, and hopefully we can use him a lot here to replace Larry Donnell. because, you know, in all my offenses, I really do use my tight end a lot. You can look back at any franchise and see that. And now with our 5th round pick, we're going to review the offers, because we don't really have anyone that I really want to draft here, because we still got that backup guard option. I forget his name, but we're actually going to trade it away to the Denver Broncos. So yeah, we're going to go all the way down here now after a whole bunch of simulation. Now all the way up to 180. It's between Eduardo Waddell. He has great traits right there, but not a great combine, to be honest. But Wesley Chung, great pretty much everything. I really like this guy, and but we need a middle linebacker as a backup. We don't really need a right guard, considering we just drafted one. But this is probably the biggest mistake in the draft, as I take Eduardo Waddell, and he is 23 years old, 244 pounds, 5'11". He's from Kent State, 3'4" tackler, 68 overall with normal development. This one hurt a little bit. He's ranked 84th in true talent, and we got him at 180, so which means this draft was very, very weak, and this was a definite mistake. You can take a look at the overalls right there. Everyone but Waddell was good. Wesley Chung was a 73 overall, so he would have been better than Brandon Cota, but I didn't get him, and that bugs me to this day. And then Antoine Culver, we missed out on him. I take a look at him right there. Actually, no, that was a tight end. There was another guy by the name of Culver. Oh, that was embarrassing. That wasn't even the guy I was looking at. Anyway, we signed Drew Stanton as a backup quarterback just because of that awesome dance he did in the Cardinals game. I still laugh at that every time I watch it. CJ Spiller at running back. I could not pass up on him. And Christine Michael, 26 years old. I didn't even know he was this young, so maybe we could use him for something good. Marquise Goodwin. I've been watching too much Penn State football, but Goodwin, he has a lot of speed, and we're definitely going to get him. Now we're going to be switching up the positions here. We're going to put Jonathan Casillas over to left outside linebacker. Brashad Perryman, another guy with speed, and we are going to sign him to a deal. David Andrews, the center for the Patriots, he hit free agency, 25 years old. We signed him. Matt Lacoste, he is going to be gone. Really, he's just hit a stone wall in my opinion. Awa Igdizahuzaba, he is going to be gone as well, 66 overall. It's just simply not needed. Let's take a look at the schedule right here. Actually, we go 2-2 in the preseason, lose our first 2, win our second 2, barely win our second 2, but hey, a win is a win. And right here you can take a look at the schedule. We have a week 4 bye. We face the Eagles and Cowboys right off the bat, and then the Eagles and Cowboys again. We must play the Redskins pretty close together. No, we don't. That was a complete lie. But yeah, our schedule is definitely difficult. We face the NFC West, so that is going to be a little bit challenging. Right here, you're going to take a look at the final depth chart as Paul Perkins takes the first running back slot. There was a comment in the comment section below. I forget the guy's name. I'm so sorry. But he suggested that I start using Paul Perkins more, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. We got Rashad Jennings for a third. Or, sorry, we got a third for Rashad Jennings. So, yeah, so that's why he's not here anymore. So, hopefully, Paul Perkins can really do good. I really like David Andrews. I mean, if I didn't even have Weston Richburg, Andrews would probably be my center. But, yeah, right there you can take a look at Marler and Coda. Hopefully they do really good. We still have Jason Pierre-Paul, Olivier Vernon. Very good defensive line, in my opinion. Hankins, Harrison. For some reason, Hankins is ranked over Harrison. I'm not even going to mess with it. We got Kennard, who is young and good. Kaywan Alexander, who is young and good. And Shaq Thompson, who is young and good. So all those linebackers, and 2 of them have quick development. Everyone but Kennard has quick development. So, I mean, that's just looking really good right there for our linebacking core. We got a lot of depth at corner this year, sort of like we had last year. Our safeties are still improving. I don't really want to mess with them. Matt Prater as our kicker, and Brad Wing as our punter. And you can take a look at all the other positions here. Goodwin is going to be our return man for kicks. And then for punts, it's going to be CJ Spiller, the real CJ2K. Am I right? No, I'm not. Anyway, Prater's going to be kicking the ball off. Richburg, Andrews, and Seymour are going to be the long snappers. Vereen, Spiller, and Christine Michael are going to be the third down backs. And right here is the practice squad. This is going to be the end of this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Remember your veggies. Go to school. DanCarFilms out. Peace!